Sagar's question, obviously this is a jumble sentence, and let's see. So our first job is to the Syrian Democratic Forces finally move their troops. So why did they have to move their troops? We don't know, right? So there could be a preceding sentence. But the most pressing challenge, again starting with a contrast clue word, not really a option for topic sentence. It is bound to face, what is that it refers to? Can't be a topic sentence. The IS also uses, so also as a descriptive clue word is saying that the IS has done something, and in addition, so it can't be the topic sentence. E, the operation to recapture Raqqa, maybe, right, as the ongoing Mosul battle shows, breaching the US. Okay. So something has happened earlier. So obviously our topic sentence has to be E, 1, right. So this is a topic sentence without a doubt. Starts with E. So E is a topic sentence, right? The operation to recapture Raqqa in Syria is bound to increase the military pressure on the Islamic State, which is already under attack in Mosul. Okay, so a lot of repeat words here, right? Raqqa, Mosul, where else? Any other repeat words that you can identify quickly? IS, okay. STF, okay, this is in the same context. This is the STF again. Anywhere else? Alright, so I think apart from the repeat words, we need to find certain links, right? And it's easier for us to focus on certain phrases and ask questions. Are you following? So let's do that. Let's focus on certain phrases and ask the question, so we'll find definite links. Yeah? Now if you look at F, it says, as the ongoing Mosul battle shows, breaching the IS defense lines with or without the support of Turkey will take time. As the ongoing Mosul battle shows, so why is the breaching of the IS defense lines going to be difficult? As the Mosul battle shows, so is there some sentence which is already giving us some sort of information about this IS defense? Right, I have D which is giving, also C also is giving, right? So if you ask me, it is bound to face strong resistance given that the IS has in place so the IS has in place a ferocious, ideologically charged and battle ready team to build a strong defense. So probably because of this, right, that's why it's going to take time, because they have a very strong defense. So CF seems like a strong link. Okay, that's one link. Now what is this it referring to? It is bound to face strong resistance. Obviously we are talking about the Syrian Democratic Forces, right? So that it is probably referring to SDF, okay? It in C referring to SDF, Syrian Democratic Forces. But again, from E, I want to understand what can be the connect. The operation to recapture Raqqa in Syria is bound to increase the military pressure on the Islamic State, which is already under attack in Mosul. Okay. This is happening in Syria. I am looking at CF is a link, definitely, and it in C is referring to SDF. So I would quickly connect A and C. The Syrian Democratic Forces finally moved their troops to cities' defense lines after getting weapons and the clearance from the US. So here F is saying, hey, the operation to recapture Raqqa in Syria is bound to increase the military pressure on the Islamic State, which is already under attack in Mosul. So because of all this attack, EAC, the Syrian Democratic Forces finally moved their troops. Okay, so they are ready. Okay, so EA, and then it is bound to face strong resistance, which is the SDF. Though they have moved their troops to cities' defense lines after getting weapons and they've got the clearance from US, they are still going to face strong resistance. Why? Because there is this IS is built a whatever, and that's the reason why it's going to take time. Also, how many of them remains to be seen? Okay, it's just additional information in the context. So EACF, and what's left? B says, but the most pressing challenge the SDF faces is the response from Turkey, because Turkey is opposed to the SDF taking over Raqqa. But where will I fit this IS? C has IS, F has IS. So in link to that, it makes more sense to put D after F, which is CFD talking about the IS defense, right? So let's go back. C says the Syrian Democratic Forces is bound to face strong resistance given that the IS has in place a ferocious, ideologically charged and battle-ready team to build a strong defense. As the ongoing Mosul battle shows, breaching the IS defense lines with or without the support of Turkey will take time, blah blah blah. The IS also uses human shields to stop ground advances of enemies. Though the IS is doing all this, the most pressing challenge the SDF, the Syrian Democratic Forces, will face is the response from Turkey. So I'm going to go with B being the final, saying in spite of all this IS is doing, SDF will still continue to face this challenge. It makes sense. EAC FDB, because I'm seeing a very direct connect between C and F, also A and C, with it referring to SDF, and then I'm just putting CFD in a context because of IS as a clue word. E we know is a topic sentence, the only thing left is B. I'll put that at the end, that's it. So this is the sequence, EAC FDB. F is talking about why it will take time, and the reason is given in C, saying because they have a strong defense, right, the team that is, they're charging and they are battle ready and they have a strong defense, and that's the reason why it's going to take time breaching this IS defense, right? Breaching means what? Breaking and entering, right? Why is it going to take time? Because they have a very strong defense. So I can't separate C and F. And D anyway is also giving additional information, right? It's just saying also uses human shields to stop ground advances of enemies. And that's the only reason why I will not change the sequence. But I am sticking to this sequence based on just links and keywords and clue words. Okay, let's quickly look at it. Answer given is option B. Why not option C is correct? Please explain, ma'am. Okay. American private lives may seem shallow. PQRS. The library is a context, so what happens in the library? Students would walk away with books, but in general they return them. Them refers to the books. So QPS was a definite link. However, the question is, why can't the sentence start with R and not Q, right? That's the question. Okay, let's quickly look at it. American private lives may seem shallow. Their public morality, however, impressed visitors. Or a Chinese journalist commented on a curious, it makes logical sense for it to start with R only, no? It cannot be B. It is incorrect. Because American private lives may seem shallow. May being your clue word. However, their public morality, however, impressed visitors. And how did it impress visitors? This is what they did. Example of the context QPS. This would not happen in China, he said. So I think, Monica, the answer has to be C. If it is B, then it is incorrect. I mean, yeah. So your clue word is however. Okay. So basically they're comparing between American private lives and China. Right. So a Chinese journalist is writing saying, boss, these guys' private lives may seem shallow, but their public morality, so but is this however, right? Their public morality, they're referring to the American private lives, impressed visitors. How? Example of that is the library context, QPS. So the correct sequence is RQPS and not the other way around. It is C and not. So I'll ask support to probably change this. Shallow. Shallow means something that doesn't have substance, not enough value. Right? If you say that guy is a very shallow person, meaning probably he doesn't hold on to any good principles, right? Very shady guy, can't trust him. Shallow, empty, nothing inside, no substance, no value. Okay?